sticky kit time. Everyone's favorite part of a build, like honestly, finishes off the bike, brings it all together, and yeah, really shows off what you've been sort of working for. I'm going to take you through a few tips and tricks on how to do sticky kits. Obviously, got a bit of a background in doing it. I'm going to show you how simple it is nowadays to get these on. Pretty much a start to finish process. No soaps, no detergents, no nothing. Heat gun, and yeah, pretty much just take you through a few simple, easy ways to get a sticky kit on the bike as easy as possible. Yeah, let's get it done. All right, in prep for doing your graphics kit install, clean rag, preferably a light color or a white rag. T-shirt's fine, just make sure it's clean, and you've got, if you want a spare one, have a spare one, but if you've got enough to do sort of one side, two sides. Brake clean contact cleaner, available from, you know, Supercheap or anywhere. Basic breaker contact cleaner is fine. You can get a surface or a propylene or a surface cleaner or something like that. That's sort of the next level sort of thing, and you don't really need it. Brake cleaner, contact clean, good. I've got this one. Obviously, it's a nice little bonus to have. Stanley knife blade with a new blade in it, preferably, so you can tidy up at the end. And the trusty heat gun. That's pretty much all you need. There's nothing, you know, no soaps, no anything, no detergents, and yeah, we're ready to get stuck in. All right, so we're going to give our plastics a nice clean down now with our cleaner and our new rag that we've gone with. Even with new plastics, make sure you get into all the creases and everything. Yeah, it doesn't matter if they're new plastics. If they're secondhand plastics, maybe give them 2 goes over with the cleaner, and away you go. Probably one of my biggest tech tips of all. Give your hands a spray, get them all nice and clean, because you've been working on bikes and you've got oily residue all over your hands. Get them all nice and cleaned off. Easiest one to start with, front fender. We're just peeling it away. As you can see, or you probably can't see it on the screen right now, but when you get them and you peel them back now, they get a nice cross hatching in the sticker now, which is an air release, so there's almost no way to get bubbles in these things anymore, especially when you've got a heat gun and everything on hand. So all we do is start it off, we just peel it back a little bit, we're folding, we pretty much do everything like this now, no cutting with a knife, no anything like that. So we're just starting from a certain point, a bolt hole or anything like that, and away you go. Ball cards are just peeling away and folding, and then we will find our where we sort of think we want to be on our side placement to our edge with a nice gap, and then we can always come around and check the front if that all lines up with the top and the bottom. If we're a little bit off, we just peel away. We can always come back with a Stanley knife blade, also giving them a nice little trim up. Shroud, just simple as starting at the front corner. If you want, you can start at the top, you can do a slice, but I'm going to peel from the front corner. I'm going to peel this sort of top part down and then fold it, then I'm going to get these all lined up. I've got my heat gun on hand on this one because it is a bigger piece and we might need to sort of move it around a little bit, but we're pretty easily going to line this one up. Pretty standard. Just a line our top bolt hole up, and we've got our 2 top bottom holes that we can line up, remembering that you can always stretch it, maneuver it into place if needed. Pretty happy with that. Airbox and side panel, pretty simple again, but I'll do the side panel first so then I can match up my airbox to where the rest of the graphic is. If you've got a matching graphic in, it's best to do the big part first, then come back and do the smaller part. These side panels are nice and flat, so pretty much just peel away and off you go. So we've got our bolt hole lined up and all our bottom part. We've got our top corner lined up as well. We're just going to start pushing down in the middle and work our way from there. You can go up or down, up to you. Keep your heat gun on hand if you want. There's a little bend in this one. So the side plate needs a little bit of a trim up here, so just giving everything a nice little clean before I move along. So just going around the edges. When as you're seeing, I put a little score just at the top of the slide plate there. There's a little channel. So yeah, just ran the Stanley knife through there and it leaves the channel so it doesn't lift up over time. The rear guard's simple as just starting at the end, peeling the paper, backing away, start at the end, down to the seat, and away you go. Rear guards are pretty simple, nice and flat. Some of them even come in 2 or 3 different pieces now, so it makes it pretty easy. And then just rinse and repeat on the opposite side. So shrouds again first. I always like to do the shrouds first, get them all nice and lined up. and then moving along to your side panel and your airbox, just same as what we did before. The new material that they use now, the substance material, pretty much everyone uses it. So as long as you keep a heat gun on hand, you're going to be okay. It has the cross hatching in the back now, so the air release system, those bubbles pretty much go away as soon as you sort of hit it with the heat gun, maneuver it around. It's quite pliable, quite stretchy. So, you know, sometimes in some cases, if you're in a hot environment, you almost don't need a heat gun sometimes. So if you're out in the shed and it's quite warm, stickers will ply over. If you leave your stickers sitting out in the sun, that also helps. But if you have a heat gun on hand, it's going to get you to where you need to be. And yes, I have seen some people use blow torches and all that sort of stuff on them. Leave that to the professionals. I've never had to use one. I've always just had my trusty heat gun. I've had this thing for about freaking 5 years or whatever now. So as long as you've got a good heat gun, or if the missus ain't looking, steal the hairdryer and borrow that for a bit. Just make sure you put it back. But yeah, blow torches, I've seen people use them. Look, I don't recommend it. Grab a heat gun and that should get to where you need to be. And don't burn your fingers off. And just like that, we have a complete graphics kit installed. I hope this video was helpful to you. If so, please drop a comment below, like, share and subscribe, and definitely stay tuned for the next one.